Hello, Deepwater Leadership Team. I'm Maria English, and today I'll be interviewing my father, Patrick English. So, Daddy, tell us a little about yourself.
Oh, thank you, Maria. So as you know, I'm originally from New York. I went to school right outside of Boston. When I graduated from college, I moved back to New York City, and I worked at the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, and that's where I met your mother.
Is it true that my mom was your first boss?
Yes, that is true. She was my first boss. So I worked at the DA's office for 2 years, and then I decided I did not want to go to law school. So I decided to join the United States Marine Corps. My first duty station was out in California, and of course your mother was out there going to law school. So we got married, and then after 4 years of being in California, I ended up getting stationed in New Orleans, which works well because
that's where I was born.
that's where you were born, and that's where your mom was from. So she was quite happy to move back to New Orleans. So moved there in 2004, there of course for Hurricane Katrina. Then in 2006, I got out of the military and went to Tulane to get my MBA. When I finished, I worked briefly for the federal government doing hurricane reconstruction, and then I joined Shell in 2008.
Well, thank you, Dad. Oh, one question. Do you think the Giants will win the Super Bowl this year?
I most certainly do.
What has been your biggest learning in the past 2 years?
The biggest learning has been that while it's easy to say, it's much harder to do. But if an organization can focus on possibilities and not constraints, you really can make tremendous strides in closing your gap to potential.
Thank you. What is an experience gap you would like to cover?
I would like to get more experience in managing a core part of Shell's upstream business. When I was in the Marine Corps, I was an infantry officer, and infantry is very much what the Marine Corps is. Similarly, I believe production asset management is very much what the upstream does, and that is a part of the business I would like to get more experience in.
What is one strength that you feel is under leverage?
As an ex-B hire at Shell, and someone who comes from a non-technical background, I believe I have a different perspective to offer in the upstream business. I believe people at Shell are very open to that, but sometimes it's more by exception than by design. Of course, we're a highly technical organization, but having a voice at the table that's not Shell born and bred and not technical, I believe can help the business quite a good deal.
What is one thing you are working on right now for your development?
Earlier this year, I attended a 2-week course on adaptive leadership. Outside of the Marine Corps, this was the most intensive training I've taken on leadership. What we focused on was adaptive challenges. And adaptive challenges are those that the solution will require people to change the way they think and they behave. So I've committed to introduce into my ways of working the skill set of adaptive leadership, which is the ability to add tension into the organization so that people stop working in the status quo and start focusing on solutions that are best for the overall health of the organization, but unfortunately aren't necessarily fair to everybody. But if we can do that, we really can change the way we work, own our business results, simplify our processes, and get to the future we're trying to get to.
What do you mean when you say that the solutions may not always be fair to everyone?
What I mean is, for us to truly change as a business, we're going to have to become more codependent on each other. But to do that, some parts of the organization are going to have to give up control that they've normally had and trust other parts of the organization more. And vice versa, some organizations are going to have to take more control and be comfortable with being much more accountable.
What external organizations are you involved with?
I am Shell's board member to the LA1 Coalition. This is the coalition that's working to elevate the highway down to Port Fourchon. I very much enjoy being a part of this coalition because I work directly with our peer operators, the partners in safety that make up our industry and our supply chain, as well as engaging with stakeholders from the local, federal, and state level. LA1 itself is a very interesting situation because it deals with national security for energy, it deals with industry sustainability for our business, and it's very much at the forefront of the coastal land loss issues that affect our region. So I look forward to continuing working with the LA1 Coalition.
what do you enjoy doing?
What I most enjoy doing is being a part of the Kinmarnock Book Club. Outside of that, I really don't know what I do.
I want to go to the library. I want to pet an animal. I want to go to Big Mary. I want to get some ice cream. This is Maria English. Thank you for joining us today.